Do you often find yourselves in helpless, hopeless situations? In today's Gospel reading, that is Mark chapter 8, verses 1 to 10, we have Jesus feeding a crowd of people. The Bible tells us that again a great crowd gathered and they had nothing to eat. So Jesus calls his disciples and says to them, I have compassion on the crowd because they have been with me for 3 days and have nothing to eat. And if they are sent home hungry, they will faint on the way. So Jesus is very worried that before they reach their destination, that they will faint and they will not make it to their homes. So the disciples answered Jesus back, saying, How can one feed these people with bread here in this desolate, deserted place? Then Jesus asked them again, How many loaves do you have? So then they realize they have 7 loaves with them and they bring it to Jesus. So Jesus takes these 7 loaves, he gives thanks to God and he breaks it. Then they also notice that there are a few fish. Jesus says a blessing over them, and then after the people are seated down, this broken bread and fish is distributed amongst them. All the people ate and all were satisfied. Thereafter, the disciples collect 7 baskets full of broken pieces of leftover bread, and there were about 4,000 people in the crowd. So, in situations which seem absolutely daunting to us, there is always something that we can do. And whenever we come to God saying that, that we are facing such a situation and whatever I do, it's not working, it's not going to work because we are so focused on what we don't have. We look at things from places of lack, from places that in comparison that I don't have these things to do so and so task successfully. Same like the disciples answer him, how can one feed these people with bread here in this desolate place? So oftentimes we are so focused on what we don't have that we are always complaining and end up not doing anything constructive in our lives. What we need to do is focus on what we do have. What we do have, no matter how small or insignificant it may appear to you, we need to bring it and offer it to God. For God can do many things with it. All you need to do is surrender it back to God. Pray to God with all that you have, and you can see that it will make a difference in your life, because there were just 7 loaves and there was an extra 7 baskets of leftover bread. If you see the play on the numbers, it's just amazing. And when the disciples ask him, how can one feed these people? One Jesus feeds thousands and thousands of people in Holy Eucharist. In whichever desolate places that we are, Jesus finds us. That one person supplies us the bread we need if we only go to him. And just imagine if we are to help God's people, if we feel like we've helped one, in the end we don't know, we might end up affecting or changing 4,000 people's lives. So what we need to do today is, one, figure out, do you have compassion on the crowd around you, in your family, in your friend circle, amongst your neighbors, in your locality? How can you feed these people, God's people, when they find themselves in desolate, abandoned, and lonely places? What can I offer to Jesus that I already have that can be used to help these people? And can I give thanks to God for what I have? Ask God to bless whatever I have so that I, in turn, can use it to satisfy the people around me. This is my short reflection for today's gospel reading. God bless you all. I will see you tomorrow.